Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Disgaea RPG video. So by the time you're watching this, you should have now had the roadmap revealed. You probably have seen that video, or you've at least read the roadmap, and you know what we've got coming up for this month. Now yesterday I did put out a video talking about how to get ready for Adele's training, how basically to maximise that out day one. So I thought I would do the same kind of thing for ETNA's resort. Now I do have another video coming up for ETNA's resort, but that's more going over what you can expect to get from ETNA's resort, what kind of rewards that you can get, what you can do with it and stuff like that. But in this video I'm going to be talking about ways that you can get ready now to maximise your grind for ETNA a little bit later on. Okay, so if you haven't already, please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, commenting down below. Like I've been saying lately, it really helps boost the channel back into popularity, because unfortunately at the moment Disgaea is not getting very many views, so more comments the better guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and we can talk about ETNA's resort, okay? Now obviously, you know already, ETNA's resort's a way to improve things like your equipment and stuff like that. We will go over that in a lot more detail with the Rigoni video, but on this video, like I say, we're going to talk about things that you can do to get ready now, okay? So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to my equipment box, okay? And talk about things that some people have probably been doing this for a long time already, however not everyone has. So if you're a player that's not been doing this, you're definitely going to get some benefit out of this video, okay? So what I would recommend doing first of all, this is probably the best thing that you could currently do. I will do this by rarity just to make this a little bit easier for me to look at, okay? So, first things first, I recommend that you level your junk items, okay? So if you take things that you already know that you don't have any care for, like I've got a lot of commons, I've got a lot of legendaries that I just don't care about. They're too low rank for me to do anything with. I'm never going to get anywhere with them and I don't really care about them, okay? Now what you should do is you should look at those items, get them leveled all the way up to level 100, okay? Because items need to be at level 100 before you can trade them into ETNA, okay? So, best use of your time right now would be to take your characters who are needing weapon mastery, load them up with weapon mastery innocence if you've got them, okay? And go and start clearing off some of these items, okay? So things like this, like this shield, for example, you're not going to use it. It's level 100, it's 10 pop. Go level it to level 100 because you're going to feed it to ETNA. Do that for all your items, okay? Do that for things that are rare, do that for things that are legendary, even do it for things that are common, because all of this stuff is going to be required to get your level up in the ETNA resort. Now, you need to gain level to get access to some of the more interesting things that you can do, some of the better things, and it's going to take a lot of your time, okay? However, if you make a start on it now, it means that going into ETNA's resort, you can be ahead of the curve, so to speak. You can be ready to start giving her quite a lot of stuff right away. Now, she doesn't only eat, I'm going to call it eat, she doesn't only eat weapons, she also eats innocence, okay? So, hang on. So one of the things that you can do is obviously feed her your junk innocence. But with raids, a lot of you will probably have come up against this already. You have a cap of how many innocents that you can hold, and you've probably got quite a lot of junk innocents that you've not known what to do with, okay? So I'll use that shield I looked at a minute ago for an example, okay? Where is it? I think that was it there, wasn't it? Yeah. So looking at this shield, they're all common innocents that personally, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to class as junk innocents, okay? Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to take those final 3 slots and I'm going to put more junk innocents on there, okay? So let me just go and let's just put you on there. Okay, let's just put you on there. And let's just put, for example, you on there, okay? Now what this does is this has got a twofold effect, okay? First of all, it frees up space in my innocence gallery. It gives me more room to be able to hold innocence, because remember guys, we're about to have another raid, okay? When this raid ends, we're basically going to jump straight into another raid, so you're going to get even more innocence, okay? which means if you haven't been coming up against a space issue, you're probably going to come up against a space issue quite quickly. However, what I've just done with this item is, not only am I using this item as storage, this is an item I already know that I am going to give to ETNA, okay? When I give this to ETNA, I get the value of the item, but I also get the value of the innocence, okay? So I would get the same amount of points giving this one item to ETNA as I would for giving this item and then separately selling all of these innocents, okay? So you can plan ahead and you can basically make a full item that you know that you want to trade in, and that is going to give you not only space, it's also going to manage like your points tally that you're expecting in the future. So again, here we go, this shield, I know already that I want to have innocence on here that I'm not going to use, so I'm just going to go down and I'm just going to fill it up with random commons. These are the type of things that I don't intend to keep, so I'll put these all on here, and when we get to the end, and I've got the benefit now of having this item set to get me the most amount of points possible, but also it's going to have freed up that space for the upcoming raid, because I've actually purchased all the innocent slots. I've purchased as many as I could from the shop, and I still, not all of them, but nearly all of them, but I still come up against the issue where it says you have too many innocents. So I have to imagine a lot of you guys are going to be in a similar boat, a similar scenario. So I really do recommend that you take advantage of this. You've got these items, you know you're probably not going to keep these items. You'll get half decent value for trading these items in to ETNA. So just use them as somewhere to store your innocence. See, even this here, for some people, they might think that's not junk. It's probably not, but I'm going to leave it on there and I'm going to trade it to her anyway, because like I say, you need to give her a lot. From my experience doing this on JP, which isn't as much as a lot of people, which is why I'm going to get Rigoni to come on and talk about it in a bit more detail, she takes a lot. She takes a lot to level up, and you don't get access to some of her better things until you actually get her to a higher level. So doing stuff like this now means that day one, when you start the game, when you start ETNA's Resort, you can basically feed her enough items that you could have gained quite a few levels and possibly have access to some of the better stuff from the get-go, like leveling innocents, like making new innocents, like just things that are going to be beneficial to you to actually get your hands on right away. So the two big takeaways from this video that I think you should be doing, and I think you should be doing it now, is start running the item world on these items. It doesn't matter if the item is something that you're never going to use, something that's basically low rank that you're really not interested in. Do it anyway. Like this gut belt, I mean, when am I ever going to use that gut belt? I'm going to run that gut belt to level 100 though, fill it up with innocence, and I'm going to be selling it to ETNA. Again, not only does it free up what I have with regards to space, it also means that I've already got the item sitting there, preloaded, ready to get sold to ETNA. So that is the one big takeaway from this video. If you can, use this time that you have just now, get these items ready. Don't waste your time though, build weapon mastery at the same time. So do the item world with characters who are needing weapon mastery. Then you're getting a double purpose. You're getting the purpose of getting these items ready for ETNA, and you're also getting your characters ready for more challenging content. Anyway guys, I've been Hayzink. Like I say, look out, I'm not sure, I think we're going to be recording it today, but look out for the video with Rigoni where we go over the ETNA Resort in a little bit more detail about what functions it actually has. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one, dudes. Peace out, and I'll see you later. Bye.